Get on ready with me while I tell you baby names that we love but will not be using this time around. You guys, these are seriously some of my favorite videos to film. I'm obsessed with baby names. We do know the gender of this baby, but we're keeping it secret until they're born, and we do have their name picked out. I'm gonna make two separate videos for boys and girls because I could talk about this forever and the video would be like 20 minutes long. This video is gonna be focused on all the sweet baby girl names I have on my list, minus a few because I'm keeping some of my absolute favorite ones really close to my chest because Jake and I will probably have more kids in the future and they're my favorites, and I would absolutely love to name a baby those names one day. If you don't know already, I have boy-girl twins and their names are Mabel Grace and Shepherd Ben. I would describe our style of names as like vintage Americana. We gravitate towards names that feel timeless but aren't overused, but they're not unheard of. Ask ChatGPT to describe the style of girl names that we really love. I feel like she absolutely nailed it. Think gingham dresses, wildflower bouquets, warm summer evenings on the porch, names that have heart, a little history, that feel like they belong in an old storybook or were written in cursive in the front of a family Bible. ChatGPT is too good. Okay, so without further ado, here are the baby girl names we love but won't be using. First one on my list is Nora, and I love Nora with an H. Nora is actually a family name on my side, and for some reason I just feel like the H, maybe it's because it reminds me of Nora Jones, I feel like it just feels super soft. Actually, if Mabel were not Mabel, I think she probably would have been Nora. Next up on the list is Etta. It's a short name, but it feels super sweet and full of personality. Jake doesn't hate the name, but I don't think I could convince him to like it enough to name our child Etta, which is a shame because I think it is one of the sweetest names. Next up, we have Betty. I feel like this one's gonna be controversial because a lot of people feel like it's an old lady name, which fits because I love old lady names. Betty's actually another family name for us. I can just imagine the cutest little girl running around in a dress named Betty. Absolutely love it. Next up is Annie. I feel like Annie is so cute. It reminds me of sunshine. I know a lot of people probably relate it to the musical Annie, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. Like I said, it reminds me of sunshine. Super cute, wholesome name. Also love Ruth and calling her Ruthie. Ruth is yet another family name. Such a cute first name, but also works super well as a middle name. Same with the name June. I think if we ever use the name June, it would probably be in a middle name. But again, it's just super classic and works really well as a middle name. Next one I can't believe I'm sharing because this is actually probably our second or third most favorite girl name, but it is the name Florence and calling her Flora. I think Florence, Flora, it's just so feminine, so gentle. It's just so cute. And then the last name I'm sharing is the middle name that I wanted to pair with Florence if we were gonna use that name. That is the name Dove. I love the name Dove. It is just so gentle, has just a little bit of biblical undertones, but it's not too in your face like Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. I feel like it's kind of the female equivalent to Shepherd. I love Dove. There's a good solid few weeks before our embryo transfer, I was really trying to get Jake to fall in love with the name Flora Dove. Also, just because I said that, don't go thinking I slipped up. We did not know the genders of our embryos before we transferred. There were a few girl names and a few boy names that I was really trying to get Jake to fall in love with before we knew the gender. Flora Dove was one of those. And I feel like he's super 50-50 with the name. Like, he doesn't hate it, but he doesn't love it. I love it. I think Flora Dove is so cute. Please no one go and steal it from me because in my mind there's like a fantasy, like, wait on the line